For this beautiful watercolor still life paintings, I have a couple suggestions for you. First, you make everything looks so good. Everything individually. When you look at the lobster, there's no doubt it's a lobster. The colors is there, the shapes there, all the details supporting your impression that is the lobster. And look at the corn, it's a corn. This is good. And then the lemon is lemon. There's everything appear in the painting. They look very realistic. Now we come to one thing is that a good thing? Do we want everything look so individuals in the painting? It needs some interaction. You have the lobster is a complete lobster over here. Almost nothing hiding. Okay. And you see there is almost everything that you see from this bag of mussel. And also the corn is right here. And except this little lemon. And everything else looks just right there. It's just nothing hiding there. And this is also the sauce. And also right here. I would like you to make up your mind when you do the painting, or even before you do the painting. And even before you take your photograph, they're even better. And when you look at the setting like that, I want to give it a few seconds thinking. What are we trying to feature? It's just the lobster. Okay, I'm going to have the lobster. What about if it's the lobster is the first object? Or it can be the corn, but it kind of, the lobster is a little bit more interesting objects. I think have a little bit more things going on. If this is the case, you might also want, when you take the photograph, you might want to have a claw and all the way on top of the corn. That way the corn is partially covered. So, and also you may want to have one lemon come up here. So make the corn to be even covered a little bit more, but still recognized as a corn. And this bag of objects, I want to have it under, partially under the lobster. And this one, it maybe also get in here and maybe move it here to cover a part of the corn. Let's see. I'm going to draw that on my tracing paper. If I'm going to have the lobster here, a nice, very nice leg, a shell, I would try to make it to be the main objects and a little bit more dominant. So I'm probably going to have the shell or the claw and coming up over here. So it will cover a part of the corn. The corn is still visible over here. And I can see that from the reference. And there is a one of this actually cover partially to the corn. But you decided to move it away. So that's the power of overlapping. Overlapping is very, very useful through the whole history of art making. And over here, I may have the bread over here, and the claw also cover a part of the bread. Let's see. I maybe have something over here, maybe have a shell. But I have the head of the lobster, cover that a little bit. And then I can have the rest, the back of the shell, and maybe have something open and have it here. So in this case, when you are framing, you don't really need a plate. The plate kind of like creating extra shape. The power of making it incomplete and overlapping. Like take a look at this. And there's just no doubt there is the dominant objects and it's the lobster right here. And the corn is going on. Keep that in mind even before you take photo reference. And also the top over here, I don't want to see the top of this net have that crop off on the top. Only the lobster, mostly complete objects. Second thing in your painting, I would like to see a little bit more interaction with the light. From your reference, I can see that the light coming from the left side. I can see that the light coming from the left side. In that case, I will need to know that is the catch the shadow, because the crawl over this corn and the bread over this part and have catch the shadow on this side. And of course, this is on the light side, but also have some shadow side of the corn. And on this side, I have a little bit darker here too. And underneath, I maybe keep some lemon, but the lemon's not complete either. A couple lemons on this side. Okay, over there, this will be look good. And also the lobster, I do see some very soft shadow side. And over here, there is the lick of the lobster, and also the lick caused the catch the shadow on this side. And you look for that. How can I make it look turning? And you need to looking for the light. And on this side, I can see the lighting coming on, hitting the back of the top of the lobster. And this is the second thing I want to remind you is try to capture the light and shadow on the objects, and also looking for the interactions of the light. And over here, and maybe on this side, you can see the cross, because the cross kind of turning from this side, turning over here is not flat. So like that. And on this side, it should have the catch the shadow on the corn, like that. And maybe the shell over here will become a little bit less important. So this may be a little bit darker on the whole thing on the back, like that. And this is of course a little bit darker. So you end up to be the light side of the lobster a little brighter, and also I do be able to see some of the yellow, the light yellow color for the corn too. So what I would suggest you in the art creation process, give a little bit more thinking in what is the feature item. And you don't want to make everything the same importance. Use overlapping. Think a little more even before you take photograph. I hope these suggestions will be helpful for you. As always, enjoying art and life. Let's make every day a fun day.